Tuesday racing, time now to have a look at our vaal meeting, and we start up with the first race where number 7, Reese's Wish, is the favourite at even money. Candice Dawson having a good run at the moment. Gavin Larina is riding Reese's Wish. Those that are part of the Blue Voucher campaign, that's the way to pay. Be our guest at the Summer Garden at the Summer Cup, the Betway Summer Cup this year, and experience the thrill of the race through Blue Voucher. Number 2, Top Shelf Teddy, second favourite, 22-10. And then you can get 7-1 and better about the balance. So it looks like a fairly punting friendly card Tuesday. Can we start with the Reese's Wish?
I'm not going to be putting the viewers off, Clyde. I think on what she showed on debut, I personally think she's going to be very close to a steering job. Monkey Puzzle had very, very strong form lines behind him. I mean, he had run second to African Pride and some other decent sorts prior to that. Trust, One Eye on Vegas, Seed Seeker. I don't think you can really compare the form lines between herself and the second favorite, Top Shelf Teddy. Now, obviously, Top Shelf Teddy is going to appreciate the extra, the dam one over 1800, and she's going to strip fitter and certainly love the step up in trip. But on form lines, Reese's Wish is the one to beat. Cracking second in open company last time out, went on debut, and her dam won 2 races over a mile. So, yes, Clyde, banker number 7, Reese's Wish. I actually think number 8, Shadow Lion, could pose as the exacta proposition of year. I was happy with their debut effort. So, yes, 7 from numbers 2 and 8 for the trifecta.
On to race number 2. It's a handicap and it's over the 1700 metres. And, well, except Cookies and Avo on Toast, pretty much renew rivalry. Avo now got the claim of 2.5, so she's got no weight on her back. Except Cookies tops the boards at 5-2 favourite, joint with the 5, Avo on Toast. That's the market, 5-2 joint favourites. It does look like a 2-horse race, Daryl. I'm not sure where you are with Future Date and the rest of them, but no weight on Avo on Toast's back.
Clyde, on the weights, you should be favouring 2 runners, numbers 3 and 5. However, the pace becomes a factor over here. I actually don't know who's gonna potentially lead. I mean, you do have Future Dates. You do have the top weight in Do It With Diamonds, who has pushed forward in some of his starts previously, but it may not be run at a breakneck pace. And both of these horses, numbers 3 and 5, like to be given a chance. In saying that, it is a very small field, so I don't know how much the pace will become a factor. Now let's have a look at number 3, Accept Cookies. Gavin Larina and this filly get on like a house on fire. I mean, 5 starts, 3 wins, a second and a third. She should be more distance suited, back over the 1700. I think the 1450 on the inside track probably caught her flat-footed. Let's see how she goes. I think she's a real live wire, yeah. Then you got number 5, Avo and Toast. Now, I think Craig Zaki was furious. He basically stumbled, and that was his race done and dusted. The filly or the mare never picked up thereafter. Have a look at the weights over here. On the 11th of September, when Accept Cookies won, Avo and Toast ran 4th on that occasion, beaten 3.85. She's now 5 kilograms better off, and that should certainly bring them alongside each other. So this race's result, I could think, is pace dependent, but I do believe we will survive.
Okay, get your PA on. 162 a cost. On to race number 3, and in this particular event, the favourite who tops the boards over here is that runner from the stable of James Crawford, is 12-10. Marco van Rensburg riding number 1, Real Stunner, and is 12-10 at the moment. 9, Royal Engagement, 18-10, second choice. 5, Space Mission, 7-1. Callan Murray's riding the 10 Stokesy now, 7 to 1 and 16 to 1 and better about the balance. Looking at the race, Daryl, there are a few here that I think that are open for improvement.
They're definitely open for improvements. However, I don't think they showed enough to trouble number one, Real Stunner. Clyde, Real Stunner caught the eye when debuting over 1200 meters on the high fault. Then in his second start, he didn't get into a prominent position from a tricky barrier on the inside track, and he really finished well on that occasion. Now he's got the long vaal straight to unwind, having his peak run. I think he's really going to take all the beating, and I'll be disappointed if he doesn't win this hard hold. I really make him worth a strong winning bet of year number one, Real Stunner. There certainly are going to be people that disagree with me and are going to be backing him up with number 9, Royal Engagement. He debuted at 125 to 1. He's now frequenting the track a week later. I know he's got Gavin Lorena from Storgate number 1, but I'm wary of that form line for now. Stokesy, fair debut. A lot of scope for improvement. Most certainly will appreciate the step up in trip, but he was beaten a long way. And also have a look at Sean Terry's number 5 Space Mission. Now he has had 2 runs since his layoff. He's now having his 3rd run after rest, and last time out he reported to choke up. So Mr. Terry's fitted him with a tongue tie. He obviously is a full brother to MK's Pride, he did win a mile, but he was more a 1400 meter specialist. Obviously, Space Mission is stepping up to 1700. But like I said, Clyde, Real Stunner, take all the beating. I'm going into this race extremely bullish.
Okay, we're going to bank that in our pick 6. On to the handicap we go now. Debut good performance and then a winner of her last start. She's back at the races and may well be the horse to beat. She's 5 to 2 to win now. Number 6, Open Sesame. Number 4, Sigrid Swing is 33 to 10. 1, Boom Boom is 5 to 1. Number 11, Instant Attraction, 8 to 1. And then number 2, Princess Kira, you can get 10 to 1. They bet 10 to 1 and better about the balance. You think Open Sesame can follow up, Daryl?
Not for me, Clyde. I'm playing to beat her. It's hard for me to sit here and say that she's got no chance, because I certainly think she does have a chance, but she's been off the track for 4 months. She made heavy weather of it last time out. Yes, she did beat winners, but since then, I think there have been as many as 12 runs out of that form line for no wins, up to 16 runners, no winners. Yes, she's likely raced. Mr. De Kock and Matthew must be happy with her fitness levels, because they have brought her back over 1700 after a lengthy rest. But at her current price, I don't think there's no value. And if you do want to back her, I'd suggest to wait until race time, because I don't see her shortening in the market. Number 11, Instant Attraction. Here's a filly that's super fit now. She's got that early gate speed. She likes to put herself in the race, and she's got a neat draw, so she's not going to exert too much energy to really get into a striking position. I think she's in with a chance of here. I certainly favor her chances. We obviously saw Chabal winning from there because it was open company. Now, Clyde, also number 8, Lady Blunt. She's quite a big price. She's found her feet on the high felt now. Marco knows how to ride her. He just leaves her alone, and she does quicken. And being out of a filly by Elusive Forts, I think the 1700 is going to be more in her favor. She's got a neat draw. Obviously, Duchess of Paloma franked that form. I don't think she's off a bad mark over here. So off 81, I like her chances. But the race doesn't stop there. Have a look at number 4, Sigrid Swing. This filly or mare strung together 3 seconds. She stayed off the save mark, 69, 69, 69. Last time out, when running second behind Nkunkwezi, she got a £2 penalty. But Clyde, if you recall that race, Nkunkwezi and Sigrid Swing, the top two, pulled 4 lengths clear of the balance of the opposition. So maybe that £2 penalty is going to prove very lenient. Behind her in that race was Lady Sabrina, who indirectly franked that form. Clyde, it's a tricky fillies and mares handicap. Let's hope we survive.
Okay, there are a few that go in. That jackpot 126. Goes around the turn again, this time over the 8, like for red light green, going the distance. 2 horses. Likely to suit them, I would imagine. Red light, green light tops the boards at 28 to 10. And joint with the 3, Bellerophon, 28 to 10. 2 Arctic Silver, 5 to 1. 6 Peace Treaty, 5 to 1. And the 7 Take No Prisoners, 7 to 1. 10 to 1 and better about the balance. Bellerophon likely to enjoy the extra yet.
Absolutely, and I make him the one to beat. I'm not in the favor of red light, green lights camp. Now, yes, Clyde, he's only had 4 starts and he's never missed the money. Gutsy won last time out. He got up in the latter stages. He's now stepping up to 1800, but I've got my doubts over that form line. So I'm playing to beat number 4, red light, green light. I think in time to come he could be a nice sort, but he's not anywhere near racing fitness or fit as number 3, Bellerophon, who I make the one to beat. Clyde, please, I urge viewers to watch Bellerophon's last start. He was caught 3 wide. At the 600, he was going out the back door. One would say he's going to run last. And he rallied very, very late. I was shocked what I was witnessing. He now steps up to 1800 meters. He's a half brother to Solar Sail, who ran in 3rd in the Derby. I think he's going to love the extra. And I don't think from that draw he's going to be caught out wide once again. So number 3, Bellerophon, definitely the horse to beat. Backed him up in the pick 6 and the jackpots with number 6, Peace Treaty. He was meant to run on Thursday. Obviously, that meeting was abandoned. But his form line is standing up nicely. Capola won, Argus Sanction won, and Follow the Master won. They finished 4th, 5th, and 6th respectively behind Robert Browning. So I think Peace Treaty is probably second best of the year. But what I witnessed last time out from Bellerophon over the 1800 meters, I think we're going to go very close to banking the cash.
In this jackpot, we have covered the bucks, but Bellerophon is a night for the day. Take a look at this handicap over the 1400 metres. A number 2 United Offer tops the boards. Well, that's the one to beat anyway. Winner of her debut performance and a cracking second run out of the gate. She's priced up at 17 to 10 to win this United Offer. She does look like the horse to beat. 5 Fishhawk is 33 to 10, second favourite. 6 Saragossa Cat is 7 to 2. The number 7 Gimme for Sure, 5 to 1. 4 Fire in Her Soul, 6 to 1. And we might as well quote the others. 1 Glamorous Lady trading at 15 to 1, and the 3 On a Jet Plane at 16 to 1. Good post-maiden effort from the favourite, Daryl.
Yes, Clyde. Now, obviously, we were on course that day when Lost for Words won the last race, and I said United Offer shouldn't be beaten for speed, and she was. I was completely wrong. You had to be impressed with the way she finished in the latter stages. She's been backed up fairly soon, and she now goes the extra ground, which makes it very interesting. She's been stepped up to 1400, and she's certainly going to prove ahead of the handicapper now that she's gained a more suitable distance. Clyde, the Dam, uh, 1 over 1600, and her half brother, 1 over 2,400 meters. So let's see how she goes. I think she's certainly going to fight out the finish. Number 5, Fish Hawk. Here's a filly that's only had 2 starts, both of them around the bend, and both of them off the pace. She certainly has showed a good turn of foot in both of those outings. And she herself is being stepped up in trip now to 1400. Being by far away out of a Sovano mare, she's probably going to go further in time to come. And we all know that she is a sister to the highly performed Feather Boa. So I think a Fishhawk is a filly that could certainly win races in time to come. But the way the market has been priced up, I believe the value is with number one, Glamorous Lady. Have a look at her rating. She's down from an 86 to an 80. Savannah takes off 4 kgs off her back, and that form line is done extremely well. Hazy Daisy's won, Lady Sabrina's won, and Mum Lambo ran fourth in that race. Mum Lambo was desperately unlucky in the Tab Starling Stakes behind Valentina Balducci. So I think if Savannah can sit quietly on her up front, I wouldn't be shocked to see her keep rolling. Or I certainly hope she finishes in the top two to boost our exacted dividend.
Okay, well, chin up for Glamorous Lady. On to race number 7. Number 3, Trajanus tops the boards as the 2-1 favourite. 6, Spiritrix, 33 to 10. There's been some support for that. 8, Vanakam is trading at 7 to 2, also shortened in the market as Vanakam. Number 2, Banyan is trading at 4 to 1, and it's 10 to 1 and better about the balance. Trajanus tops the boards, Daryl. 2-1 favourite, but I see Gavin Larena riding Spiritrix, been off for a while, but got solid form.
I think she's a lovely filly. On debut, she didn't get a clean break, and then in her second start, she was actually towards the back of the field. She was lost, and she moved in swiftly towards the inside. And with 50 meters to go, she was actually fighting out the finish. And then the last 50, she just blew up. So the pace is certainly going to be on here. And I think if Gavin can just hold her up over 1,000 meters, she could see the race through this time round. So I like her chances. I don't know where she is, Clyde, because like you say, she's been off the track for 6 months. Whereas the favorite is now tuned to the minute. He's had 2 comeback runs. Last time out, never in doubt. Seed Seeker just got touched off yesterday at Turfentine on and he's going to be on his bicycle from the jump. So, I mean, I can certainly see him following up. Number 2, Banyan. Clyde, have a look at all the comments in the computer form. Respiratory noise, respiratory noise, respiratory noise. Now, Mr. Janse van Vuren has brought him back to 1,000 meters and has put the tongue tie on, which I find very, very interesting. That could prove to be the winning move. I don't think the race is cut and dried. I've just chosen to do, I think, an exacta boxed, the top 3 selections. I'm hoping Banyan can get it right, because then we'll certainly show profits.
Okay, that's our play in this race. We've got one more to go. We're going to find out from Daryl about Echo Check in the last. Echo Check tops the boards in the last race as the 18 to 10 favourite. They've been backing Echo Check, opening up Monday morning, shortened in from 2 to 1 to 18 to 10. 10 the last Duke is 7 to 2. Little bit of interest in number 5 ensuing, also shortened from 5 to 1 to 4 to 1. And number 4, Secret Chord, 10 to 1. They bet 14 to 1 and bet to the balance. Can we close up with Echo Check, Daryl?
I think a lot of punters will certainly be trying to, Clyde. Now, at this stage, the inside rail is set at 0 and he's drawn towards the inside. So by now, we'll know if that inside draw is favorable or not. Yeah, what a lovely sort. Impressed, got the chocolates on debut. Second time out, just held on to get the better of Palace Attack, returning from a layoff over 1400. And then the last time out, in a very strong graduation, he just got collared late by Chronicle King. Also in that race was Sukhumvit. Now, Sukhumvit really put up a lovely effort over the weekend when running third behind Kisotan in the Summer Pudding Handicap. In that race, Chronicle King was so well weighted. He's a 112 and Echo Check's a 98. So Echo Check was actually 5.5 kilograms out with Chronicle King, and he got within half a length of him. In saying that, Chronicle King was making his seasonal reappearance, so I don't think he ran anywhere near his rating. However, I do think Echo Check is a lovely sort, and I take his chances seriously here. Another horse who ran well above his rating is number 10, The Last Duke. Now, in that race, Clyde, you had horses rated 109 and 104, King Harold and Shadowfax, and The Last Duke was giving them weight. He was 10 kgs out with King Harold. He was 7 kgs out with Shadowfax. So he most certainly ran above his rating. He, on the other hand, Clyde, is drawn right out towards the outside of the track. So Echo Check's on the inside and The Last Duke's on the outside. If you like The Last Duke's chances, then you have to also include ensuing, because Gavin Lorena gets the best out of ensuing and there's not too much separating the two of them. And a horse I've thrown in for trifectas, swingers, exactas is number 3, Silver Tudor. I know he's getting long in the tooth, but I've been waiting for him to run back up the straight. And I think now that he's super fit, we're really going to see a bolt showing on his behalf. And I'm expecting him to finish in the placings over here, number 3, Silver Tudor. I've gone with the top 2 in the market, and I've included my roughie, number 3, Silver Tudor, in a swinger boxed.
Okay, thanks, Daryl. Thanks for watching Betway Weighted to Win, everybody. We'll be back with you in the course of the week on Wednesday.